My beloved, beautiful, amazing Taurus, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading of 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these two beautiful roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all for supporting me. I love you guys incredibly, so thank you so much for your devotion. So this 5-card love reading includes where the first card represents you, the second the other person, the third the relationship, the fourth the past, the fifth the future, and I'm going to draw a special oracle for you and then a favole card for more information. But let's get started with card number 1, which is for you. Ooh, you get the Hanged Man. Interesting. You get a Pisces somewhere in your star chart. But I'm kind of getting, you're doing a bit of an introspection. Now, this is actually for both the single and the relationship Taurus. And of course, it's like I even mentioned this to Aries, before you, and it's like they also had to do a bit of introspection themselves, so maybe this is actually a good time to, for anybody out there to be doing some introspection and to kind of be thinking about what you want in a relationship. It's like the Valentine's Day, is that what it's called? That the human, it's like, he wanted to purchase, like chocolates for me, but I don't do that. I can't eat any of that stuff, but he will purchase, more roses for me, but he just puts them in a vase. But the thing is, it's like, I can understand, for the single ones that out there, that you're kind of just going through a bit of a self-reflection kind of mode of thinking, okay, what do I want in a relationship? It's like if you've been down any kind of negative experiences, where you've been rejected, you've been ignored, you've been stood up, or, whatever, any kind of negative experience and stuff like that causes one to want to do introspection and to think what happened and how could I improve. The thing is, it's good to do introspection, but I'm going to have to also look at the other cards. But for the ones in a relationship, I'm also kind of getting, it's like, introspection, doing a lot of, self-reflection is really good, in any kind of, because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Perfection does not exist at all. So, maybe you're either A, rethinking the connection, or maybe B, you're just kind of, reflecting on yourself in this connection, thinking, it's like, okay, how can I improve? Or, if there's any kind of, maybe potential conflicts or something, it's always good to do self-reflection, and it's always good to look within and think, how could this been avoided? How can I, mitigate, all these questions. If you have any kind of doubt or hesitancy about your current relationship, it's always good to kind of, do a lot of self-reflection and to kind of think, okay, it's like, well, what happened? Does it have something to do with me? How could I have improved the whole situation stuff, Just basic standard things. But let's look at the other person. King of Wands, interesting. It could be, fire sign, like maybe Leo or Aries, Sagittarius, but this person is very, very passionate, very strong-willed, yeah, it could definitely be somebody who's very just passionate, very romantic, loving, supportive, in any way, it's just this person, looks very, very, maybe this person is a person of nobility, maybe they're rich, maybe they're successful, or whoever it may be, maybe anything, a boss type, whoever it may be. But yeah, this looks like a very interesting, connection and stuff like that. And if you have your eyes on somebody who's very passionate and stuff like that, it's like, when I witnessed courtship and back in my time, 300 years ago and stuff like that, it was just usually that two individuals looked at each other from across the tavern, and then they slowly approached each other till they actually started talking to each other and got to know each other and stuff like that. So if you have your eyes on somebody, it's like it's good to do a lot of introspection and stuff. But if you want to be with this person, I would try to go out and approach this person as well. So, but let's look at the connection. Hierophant, interesting. Marriage. I was thinking of marriage as well. You could have a Taurus somewhere in your star chart, but what I'm kind of getting here is, there's a committed relationship between you and the other person. If you're in a relationship, maybe that's why you're kind of, doing introspection and stuff like that, because maybe, you love this individual, whoever it may be. It could definitely be a fire sign, but whoever it is, you're both and definitely in a very committed and strong, you guys probably have the same beliefs, values, feelings, thoughts, anything, that you think, yeah, we're meant to be together and stuff like that. And maybe, that's why any person, wants to do a bit of self-reflection. That's always good. For the ones in a relationship, it looks like that you definitely want to have commitment sometime. You probably want to be in a very stable connection with whoever it may be. So the thing is, it's like, I would actually, if I were you in a single situation, I would definitely, we'll get off of this branch or this tree trunk or whatever, or, your slumbering phase and get out and maybe, approach whoever this individual is, and then just try to see if you guys can get in a nice, beautiful conversation of some kind, and you'll see, how that goes eventually. Let's look at the past. Eight of Wands. Okay, so you were definitely, okay, for the ones in a relationship, this happened very fast. Either this person approached you fast or you approached them fast, but there was definite fast movement in your relationship with this other person. Interesting and beautiful, it's like if something is meant to be, it's meant to be. Well, for the ones in a, who were actually, single and stuff like that, it looks like that you're the one that really, tried to approach other people, but maybe you've just only, dealt with negative experiences, in return where, just, did not work out whatsoever or at all in any way. So it's kind of, it's too bad when something like that happens, when you really think, oh yeah, I want to be with this person, and then it just doesn't work out. Yep. Now let's look at what the future holds. The Empress. Ooh. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's look at the single Taurus for a moment. I see that there's going to be a new beginning. Maybe you're going to be with somebody and you're going to have a child or children together in the future. Because that's what the Empress is sort of about, is birthing ideas, birthing anything. It's about fertility. It's about abundance, new beginnings. So I'm thinking, it's like, okay, maybe you're doing a bit of self-reflection right now, but I definitely see this beautiful new beginning sometime in the future. Can't say when or how. So you'll just probably have to let time tell, and because, tarot has no time, I'm just your annual tarot guide reader, so. But for the ones in a relationship, I do see a new beginning, whether or not you want to, leave this current situation, or maybe, when you want to start over, or you want to, like, talk to each other and just kind of think, okay, it's like, it's always good to have, heart-to-heart open conversations and stuff like that, just so you guys have a really good understanding of anything, so. Wow, passionate. Okay, let's see what the Oracle has for my beloved Tauruses out there. Call for help. Reach out, need for backup, and admit your needs. Exactly. So if I were you, I would call out, or no, call or reach out and admit your needs. So, for the ones in a relationship, it's good to actually have open, dialogue, express your feelings, express your heart, really just say, okay, it's like, I want to actually, maybe, start thinking about improvements like this, if the other person is, loves you and stuff like that, they're willing to actually, say, okay, I'm willing to try better and improve here and stuff like that. But should the other person kind of be a bit on the resistance side, saying, what, no, nobody's perfect, and why should I be changing for you? I would just rethink this whole situation and think, okay, it's like I tried, but it just did not work. And for the ones who are, who are single and stuff like that, it's good to approach whoever it is, and, just kind of also, we'll reach out to them, and also, try to see if you can have a nice, beautiful conversation and see where that conversation will lead. Okay. See what Favoli has for my beloved Tauruses. The Knave of Butterflies. So this is the Page of Swords. So either way, I see you embarking on this journey, because the pages, are all about, going on this journey, man, woman, blonde, brunette, redhead. But it looks like that you're the one who's going to be going out and putting action into it. So this applies more for the single Tauruses out there, but this could also apply, for the ones in a relationship and who are willing to actually, want to, reach out and admit your needs and call for help and stuff like that. So either way, this card should apply to both the ones in a relationship and the single ones out there. Beautiful. Okay, my beloved Taurus, I'm going to have to leave it at that. But if this reading resonated with you, please feel free to join and subscribe and join me on this journey for more vampire information, stuff like that. I just want to thank you guys incredibly so much for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings. I'm going to go back and forth between general love for now, but I just want to say how much I love you guys incredibly, and so thank you.